High Sung Kim, that's not a Ha Sung Kim, not like the ha-ha, it's the hi, like the salutation. High Sung Kim has agreed with the Dodgers, 3 years, $12.5 million guaranteed, an option for 2020, 2029 picked up together, a chance to make $22 million. 8 seasons in the KBO, JP, 25 years of age, hit 304, 364 on base in 953 games. What can you tell me about this High Sung Kim?
Double plus runner, as one scout described to be someone who runs exceptionally well. He can play second base, he can play third, and the Dodgers already saw him. This was an exhibition game in Seoul, South Korea back in March. I remember after this exhibition game, Dave Roberts saying, our scouts like their second baseman. Apparently they do, because he is now a Dodger. And Hae-Sung Kim, as you point out, actually grew up as a Dodger fan in South Korea. And we talk about the Dodgers and their great legacy over there. They had Chano Park. They had Hyunjin Ryu. Of course, they've got this galaxy of international superstars. It's not uncommon that people grow up in Korea or Japan or anywhere else in the world loving the Dodgers. It's a chance for him to realize this dream. I do believe, based on what I was hearing, Adnan, there may have been some higher offers for him elsewhere. But Kim wanted to be a Dodger. He probably takes on one of those Kike Hernandez-type roles for a team that loves players with defensive versatility.
Yeah, no question. The fact he can play second base and shortstop. And last thought, JP, any truth to the rumor you're growing this beard in honor of Chris Young?
I am. I want to be more like Chris Young. I cannot pull this off, though. This will not last as long or ever look as good as Chris Young's, but I'm just trying to get a little closer to that greatness, Chris.
JP, I gave you a shout-out yesterday because we were talking about New Year's resolutions, and I said my New Year's resolution was trying to be more like JP and become fluent in Spanish. So we both got some work to do.
I love it, CY. Hey, as they say, bien hecho, very well done. I love it, my friend. Happy New Year to you as always.
Awesome stuff, JP. We'll chat with you more again soon.
Thank you.
Keep things moving here as we take a look at what Fabian Ardaya tweeted. As far as how the pieces fit, the Dodgers have said this offseason they're going with the plan of Mookie Betts at shortstop and Gavin Lux at second base. The plan with Kim, a source said, is for him to fill a super utility role, has played a lot up the middle in KBO. Listen, you can never have too much insurance, so I understand the thought process, and this is the Dodgers. See why you go, hey, 3 years, 12.5, that feels like relative peanuts for a guy who could be valuable for them at 2 spots.
I love the pressure that the Dodgers keep putting on everybody, though. What I think of when I think of the Hae-Sung Kim signing is that whoever else is there, you feel the pressure of, hey, there's really somebody really knocking on the door right behind you. So you still have the pressure to go out there and produce. And this is a lot of infield depth right here. You have Chris Taylor. I understand he hasn't, been a great signing from up to this point. But Tommy Edman is going to play in center. Miguel Rojas, Max Muncy, Gavin Lux. Those are going to be interchangeable roles potentially. If somebody comes out in spring training and Hae-Sung Kim comes out of spring training on fire, don't just assume that he's automatically coming off the bench or he's going to automatically be in that Kike Hernandez role. If he shows that he's the same player from the KBO to come over to the States, if you hit, you find a way onto the field.
Yeah, and Lux in some ways has been a disappointment. Again, there was high expectations for him, but he hasn't met those yet. So you're right. This isn't just insurance in case one of these guys gets hurt. No, in case one of the guys is underperforming, he can step up.
I think that's their plan. That's always been their plan, is you have so many depth pieces to where if somebody falls into a funk, you have somebody waiting right there on the bench who wants that opportunity. And then if you just continue to play that hot hand throughout the year, you continue to put a good product on the field.
And this is what the Dodgers do. I know people get frustrated, but you win a World Series and you're adding. This is what you do. You keep building that contender.
I love it. I love it. You don't take it for granted. You understand how hard it is to win a championship, and you never get complacent. Everybody's familiar with the World Series hangover, and they're trying to stay far away from that.
No team has won back-to-back World Series since the Yankees dynasty, the late 90s, 98, 2000. We'll see if the Dodgers can keep it rolling. Speaking of Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. We want you. 1 year, $23.5 million deal. He bets himself and goes out there and hits 33 home runs, hit 272, 99 RBI, and a 137 OPS plus 154 games. That means he gets a new 3-year, $66 million contract plus a 2020 option for the 2-time All-Star and 3-time Silver Slugger.
I was going to do everything in my power to come back. For me, money wasn't an issue. I might I could have waited more offers from all the teams, but I think the money, it wasn't going to be the difference, because the way this organization is, the way this organization treat a family and the players, and that for me is more important than anything.
You can feel the energy that he brings to the clubhouse, the infectious smile that he has each and every day, and it's not a surprise of why he's become a fan favorite, so popular in the clubhouse, and such an impactful piece of what we do.
Shooting a one-year flyer on a player doesn't always, go out into an extension or a multi-year deal, but just what he did for us and how he made everyone better, it was a no-brainer.
It's amazing to think what this LA Dodgers team has done. I'm sure Doc loves the aggressiveness of Brandon Gomes and Andrew Friedman. So Ohtani, of course, the $700 million well-celebrated. Mookie Betts, Yamamoto, 12-year contracts, respectively. Blake Snell, a 5-year deal for $182. Friedman, you forget about that contract. What great value that is for Freddie, who was a World Series MVP. Will Smith, 10 for $140. Glass now 5 for $136.5. And there's Teoscar Hernandez, and he's right, CY. He absolutely could have got more money and more term elsewhere. 5 years, 100 after the year he had, but clearly he's happy there, and he sticks with the Dodgers. Question is this: team looks loaded. Looks like they're ready for the World Series, but are they done? And I was about to say I think they are, but Sasaki's still out there lurking.
No, I don't think they're done. I think Sasaki is not a small move. I understand it may be small money, but I think Sasaki deal would happen. But let's not assume that anybody else is off the table. This is the Dodgers we're talking about right now. For all we know, they'll go sign Bregman, trade some pieces, rebuild their minor league system with the pieces they trade, and then just continue to keep the train rolling. But in all seriousness, I think Sasaki is a high probability of going to the Dodgers. So if they do that, it's just going to seem crazy.
They're not done yet. That's the bottom line, like you said. All right, top offenses in the game right now. When you think about the Dodgers, obviously, Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Teoscar. That 4 is amazing. And if Muncy gets hot, Smith, Edman was great for them. Are the Dodgers the best offense in baseball?
You know what? I think they're definitely in the top 5. I would put them right there at the top after seeing what they were able to do in the World Series. But it's a few offenses out there. I understand we still have players to sign, but as far as right now, pay attention to the right now. I'm focusing on the Padres. They're a little top-heavy. You got Tatis, Arise, 3-time batting champ, Jackson Merrill, Manny Machado, Jake Cronenworth. After that, I think they could potentially use Profar back in that lineup, but Machado is still hitting 29 home runs last year, future Hall of Famer. Let's get to next. The Phillies, for me, although they got exposed, Adnan, in the postseason, throughout the regular season, top to bottom, you're still talking about a lot of power bats. Kyle Schwarber, 44 home runs last year. Real Muto still swinging a high bat. Castellanos averaging 25 homers per season since 2021. This one right here was the sleeper, though, for me, Adnan. People aren't talking about the Rangers because they were so beat up last season. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's back. Marcus Semien, Corey Seager, Wyatt Langford coming back. Jock Peterson was a sneaky great signing for them. Adolis Garcia averaging 31 homers since 2021. I think top to bottom, that Rangers offense is going to be dangerous. And now we have the Braves healthy again as well. We forgot about Ronald Acuna and Ozzie Albies and Matt Olson, Austin Riley. Everybody was beat up last year. Michael Harris had to deal with a hamstring injury last year. But I believe when you have all these guys healthy, I understand Acuna is going to start the season banged up, but once he's back in that lineup, you have a lot of 30 home run guys in that lineup. And Dodgers lineup, even though maybe they don't have the names toward the bottom, watching this offense, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, Teo, Shohei Ohtani, seeing them in the postseason made me realize how unpitchable they are. They're not a one-dimensional offense to where you can just find out what their weakness is, where their hole is, and just expose them. They grind out every single at-bat, and it didn't matter who was on the mound going up against them. They were relentless, and they made the pitcher have to be perfect every single night out, and we've seen that that's just not possible. So the Dodgers have earned the right to be on that #1 spot.
A lot of length in these lineups, there's no question about it. It's a good thing you're going back to Houston tonight, because here in the New York area, if you went out for dinner, Yankees, no Mets.
That's what we said right now.
Okay.
We've talked about the Yankees, talked about the Mets. They're still looking for a couple more bats. And you still have Pete Alonso and Alex Bregman out there and Anthony Santander out there. So this list can change. Look, we're at January 3rd right now. So everybody calm down. I'm just talking about right now.
H-Town, though, could be in that list as well. Don't go out for dinner when you're at home as well. Okay. Still to come here on MLB Tonight.
I mean, this is a guy that has been so instrumental for the Los Angeles Dodgers over the course of the season.
He's got supreme talent, and he's hitting home runs.
Oscar Hernandez has
is roaring toward the crowd.
He has been incredible.
The hero again.
Teoscar Hernandez once again delivers for the Dodgers in the clutch.
It's a grand slam. The Dodgers are back in front. He won't stop screaming, nor should he.
Oh, the Sunfire Seat never get old for Teoscar Hernandez. Welcome back, Teoscar. The LA Dodgers formally announcing as he re-signs for a 3-year, $66 million contract plus a 2028 option, $23 million signing bonus, and more than $23 million is deferred for the 32-year-old who spent 9 seasons with 4 teams to be entering his second year with the LA Dodgers. And what a pleasure to bring him in here right now. Teo, it's great to see you, man. Congratulations. Your agent, Rafa Nieves, took a little bit of heat there on social media in October when he had that post saying, who's laughing now? But think about it. You guys bet on yourself, 1-year deal. It ends up with a World Series championship and now a new 3-year contract with the Dodgers. How validating does that feel?
It feels great. You know, I always had confidence in myself. Rafa always confidence in things that he knows I can do. And just for us to be able to bounce back after the 2023 season, it was huge. We knew it was going to be great. Just to come here, learn from the guys that are already here in this clubhouse, in this organization. And for us, that was a decision that we wanted to take. That was a risk that we wanted to take. And for me, it was challenging, but I believe in myself and I believe in the talent that I have.
Teo, Chris Young here, man. It's nothing better than betting on yourself and it coming to fruition like this. But I've talked to you from your Seattle days, talking to you in L.A., seeing your personality really come out. You've always been a great dude, always a positive guy, but it's something about L.A. that I feel brings the best out of the personality of all the players. What do you think it is that L.A. brings that creates that energy?
For me, I can speak for myself, is the confidence that the team, the front office, the manager, the players, the coaches around it. It just, the confidence that they give you is way over. Like, there's nothing better to have the confidence from all the guys behind you and the ones that can make everything that happens on the baseball field. And I think for me, it was the key, just to feel that I had everybody supporting me on the field and off the field for me to be able to accomplish everything that I had in 2024 season.
That's beautiful. And I'm assuming a lot of confidence comes when you're making these huge signings. You go and you get Blake Snell, you bring in Conforto, you bring back yourself, bring back training. What is the thought process? We were talking about you guys yesterday. How do you stay away from that World Series hangover? Oh, you just go continue to make signings to let you know that we're trying to win it again. How does that feel for the clubhouse when you see all these big names coming in with you?
I mean, it feels great. Obviously, all of those signings happened before mine. So for me to trying to come back, it was easier when you see a team that just win the World Series and they were after players just to make the team better. It was easy to make a decision just to come back to a team like that. And you know, I'm happy that I had the chance to make it work and that I'm back now with the Dodgers again.
And when you see him sign Snell and you see him sign Conforto, you say, hey, man, they're taking money out of my pockets. There's not going to be anything left for me. That had to at least cross your mind once or twice.
Honestly, not really, because we stay in touch the whole all season, and it was from their side and from my side was priorities, and for me it was the Dodgers, and for them it was trying to bring me back. So they were clear from the beginning, and that's one of the biggest things that I appreciate from the front office, and we make it work, and now we're here again.
Yeah, you're one of only 9 players, Teo, with 25 or more home runs in each of the last 5 full seasons. That's pretty select company. You're looking at guys like Aaron Judge and Matt Olson, and you hit a career-high 33 home runs in Los Angeles, where the ball doesn't always play. How were you able to have your best season, at least with power, with the Dodgers?
It just to be able to stay healthy, I think what was one of the biggest things for me this year. And like I said, the confidence that they give me, even when I have bad moments, he was putting me in the same spot, putting me on the field, and just talking to me and telling me that I can do this, and to just go there and have fun. That was one of the reasons that I can bounce back and every single time have the big moments and just delivering and when the teams needed the most.
Sometimes when guys get to this point in their careers, they reflect on their journey. Teo, you grew up in the Dominican Republic, small village. You had your first bat and glove before your first pair of shoes. How amazing is it to think of where you are now?
It's great. Sometimes I go back and think about who I was even before I start trying to sign a professional contract, and everything that I have now and everything that I accomplished in my life in baseball. It's crazy to think that a little kid from my mom never think about any of this. I always loved baseball, but never the way I'm seeing it now. It's just amazing feeling.
Such a blessing, such a blessing. And I got to finish on this one. Nobody has gone back-to-back World Series champs since the 98 to 2000 Yankees. Is that already in your mind right now?
Yeah, that's our goal. What happens in 2024 is in the past. We are going to try to, I think for me, the most important for us to be able to try to win this year is to stay healthy. If our team stay healthy, I think we had a big chance to win a World Series again.
Last thought for you, Teo. I'm just curious, the tradition of the sunflower seeds, where did that first come from when you were with the Jays?
It was, I think, 2018, I think it was. That's when teams start to do things when somebody hits a homer to celebrate. And we didn't have anything in that time when I was with the Blue Jays. And we always have a lot of sunflower seeds, and I say, okay, this is my work. I'm going to start doing it. And, it started like that, and then it becomes a big thing for us.
Everything's been working out for you, man. Loved you in the Blue Jays and love seeing all your success now, the LA Dodgers. Congrats, Teo. Happy for you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
That is Teoscar Hernandez, 3 years.
ロサンゼルス・ドジャースがこれほどまでに注目を集める理由は、その圧倒的な実力だけではありません。それは、チーム全体が見せる団結力、選手たちの情熱、そしてファンとの深いつながりがあるからです。2024年シーズンの成功を振り返ると、そこには多くの感動的な瞬間が詰まっていました。選手一人一人の努力、スタッフ全員のサポート、そして何よりもファンの皆さんの応援がすべて一つになって成し遂げられた結果だと言えます。新たに加わったハソン・キム選手の存在は、ドジャースの未来にさらなる希望をもたらします。彼が幼い頃からドジャースファンとして育ち、ついにその夢を実現した背景には、努力と情熱の物語があります。キム選手の多彩さと熱意が、チーム全体に新しいエネルギーを吹き込むことでしょう。また、再びチームに加わったオスカー・ヘルナンデス選手の再契約も見逃せません。彼が昨シーズンに見せた素晴らしい活躍と勝利への揺るぎない献身は、ドジャースの成功を語る上で欠かせない要素です。ドジャースは単なる強豪チームではなく、常に進化を続ける組織です。新たな選手が加わることで競争が激化し、既存の選手たちもさらなる成長を求められる環境が生まれます。このような競争心と挑戦の精神が、チーム全体を強くし、シーズンを通じて安定したパフォーマンスを可能にしています。特に、翔平・大谷選手やフレディ・フリーマン選手、ムーキー・ベッツ選手といった世界的なスター選手がいる中で、新たな選手がどのようにその中に溶け込み、活躍していくのか、ますます期待が高まります。ドジャースが持つ勝つ文化は、単に試合に勝利することだけではありません。それは、 選手やスタッフ、そしてファンが一丸となって目標に向かって進む姿勢を表しています。この文化があるからこそ、ドジャースは長年にわたりトップチームとしての地位を保ち続けてきたのです。そして何度も困難を乗り越え、新たな挑戦に立ち向かっていくその姿は、多くのファンにとっての希望となっています。2025年のシーズンは、ドジャースにとって新たな章の始まりです。過去の成功に甘んじることなく、さらなる高みを目指して前進していく彼らの姿を目撃できるのは、私たちファンにとって大きな喜びです。今年の目標は、単なる優勝ではなく、再びワールドシリーズを制覇し、歴史に名を刻むことです。その道のりは、決して平坦ではありませんが、これまでの努力と団結力を考えれば、ドジャースがその目標を達成する可能性は十分にあると信じています。私たちファンにできることは、この素晴らしいチームを全力で応援することです。そして、その応援は、選手たちに確実に届きます。このチャンネルでは、ドジャースの最新情報や試合の分析、選手たちのエピソードをお届けしていますので、ぜひ登録していただき、一緒にこのシーズンを盛り上げていきましょう。また、コメント欄では皆さんの意見や感想をお待ちしています。誰が次のヒーローになるのか、新加入選手がどのように活躍するのかといった期待を共有することで、このコミュニティをさらに楽しい場所にしましょう。最後に、私たちがドジャースを応援する理由は、単なる売りだけではないことを改めて強調したいと思います。このチームは、私たちに感動を与え、困難を乗り越える力を教えてくれます。彼らの挑戦を通じて、私たち自身も勇気をもらい、前に進む力を得ています。今年も一緒にその旅を歩み、歴史が作られる瞬間を見届けましょう。ドジャースの未来は明るく、私たち全員がその一部となることができます。これからも応援よろしくお願いします。そして次回の動画でお会いしましょう。ドジャースの2025年のシーズンが成功に満ちたものとなりますように。